Hey everybody, welcome back to Sam Can Do. I'm a mom, I'm a maker, and I'm a Glowforge enthusiast. And guys, it is almost spooky season. I love spooky season. I don't love demons. I'm not, a witch. I just like pumpkins and apple cider and candy and dressing up and all the drama. So for spooky season, I thought we would make some Papel Picado, and I am a Latina woman. I know that mi español es muy mal, but I'm still proud and I still love this craft. Okay, so Papel Picado, if you don't know what it is a type of Mexican or Latin American, I think it's specifically Mexican, cut tissue banners that are hung up by a string for parties, special events, but they're super intricate and they take a ton of time to make. Every single little shape is cut out, and this is a super cool project and something that's very special, and it looks so festive when you have a bunch. You can do different colors, you can do white. Anyway, it's really cool. So someone reached out to me and said, hey, I do Papel Picado. Is there a way that I can do this with the Glowforge? So I was like, oh my gosh, yes, you totally can. I'm sure you can. I think there's a way with tissue paper, and I think the tissue paper is totally possible, but I think because when you're cutting with the Glowforge, it actually has like a little fan that blows air, and so it seemed a little bit like a nightmare to me to figure out where to put basically magnets on the pieces of paper to hold it down. So I'm gonna try it with cardstock. And I'm going to do two different projects. Now, I wanted to make you guys some files that you could keep and use to cut, but unfortunately, I'm really bad at designing this kind of design because everything I made, I spent hours working on this, and everything came out horrible. It was really sad. So I scrapped that idea. I went on, I think I went on Etsy, not Creative Market this time. I purchased a couple designs, SVG files, super simple. Throw it into your Glowforge app and it's ready to go. Now, there isn't a setting for proof grade paper or cardstock. And I'm using a cardstock that I literally bought from Target, nothing special. I think I already destroyed the package, but it's cardstock from Target, whatever, just buy cardstock. And I used black. So I picked out this super cute design that I found. It was actually a Coco, the movie Coco inspired design. But I just got it because there was a cool Day of the Dead little skull moments that I wanted to pull from there. So basically all I did was throw it up into Glowforge, and I did a series of sets. So I started doing it, I think at 30 power full speed. Now I found that would leave me with kind of almost like it was engraved, it was almost cut, but it wasn't. And I slowly inched that up to 65 power full speed. Now I could have pushed it up farther if I had magnets to hold down the paper, but as soon as I got to that power, it actually cut it separate to where it would pop out. So what I found the sweet spot for me was 65 full power. I would do 75 full speed if I had the magnets, but I did there, and all I had to do was very gently with my hands just poke every little thing. And after a little finagling, a few once over, a bunch of tests, I ended up with this. How freaking cute is this? And it's so precious, and it's so sturdy, because with tissue, tissue's great and it works for what it is, but this is really cool because you could make a bunch of these for a party, and I just think it would be super darling. Not to mention the way that the sharpness that the Glowforge is able to get in the detail of this piece, because I made this pretty small. This is 5 by 7. Now I think that you could make it a lot bigger if you wanted more of an 8.5 by 11 for a bigger, longer banner, and some of those details, it would still stay, the same settings would work. But having it so delicate like this, I think that this would be beautiful in a matted frame. I might add the scalloping at the top too, and then put that inside of a frame, like an 8.5 by 11 frame with a white mat around it. And I think this would be a beautiful framed little living room piece. Maybe I'll do that with these, but it's so, I don't know how I feel about having Day of the Dead stuff year round. I think it's just cute. I'm like, Ezekiel, dry bones. So this is such an easy project. Literally, like I said, once you figure out the settings, you just pop it in there, and I, you know, let Lucy eat some blueberries.
Are you eating the hearts of your enemies, Lucy? Nope. Just blueberries.
For a bath, walked around as these things were cutting out. But then I wanted to take it a step further. Like, this is really cool for, you know, like basic people, but we know crickets can do this, and we don't have a cricket. We have a Glowforge. We are working with laser power. So I wanted to take it to the next level. So I thought walnut. I bought another design off Etsy, one that I felt was like really good for year round. And then I downloaded it, I put it into my Glowforge, and it already came with the SVG file. Literally, it was just drag and drop. And then a hot tip, 2 hot tips actually. And anytime you want to rotate a file while you're in the app on app.glowforge.com, once you have your machine, if you hold the shift button and you drag your mouse around, it'll actually make it turn at 45 and 90 degree angles, so you're not feeling like, oh my gosh, this isn't perfectly straight, which doesn't matter, because in the end of it, you're cutting it out, but it really bothers me when it's not straight, so I appreciate that. Then when you select each file that you have, all you have to do is say copy or control, whatever your control C or command C, whatever your computer does, copy, and then control V and paste, and it makes another one. So you're not having to re-upload that file over and over. And you don't do it on the left where it says the name of whatever you're working on. You do it on the thing, on the image itself. So then I copied and pasted. I play around with where I can get the most out, and then I cut it out of walnut. Now I made an error, a big error. That's such a strange word. Also, you might hear my baby, she's awake. But basically I didn't do a test. So I cut it and nothing was coming out. A way that you can figure out, like, okay, you don't want to move it if it didn't cut out, because then if you move it, you might not be able to cut that same piece again, because then the laser, you can't perfectly line it up. It's not, the camera isn't perfect. So if you take it out to test it, you can't just put it back and recut the same piece. I basically have like a little tooth scraper. Maybe I can find a picture on Amazon. A tooth scraper that I hold the wood down and I go in and I stab at it to see, is this, you know, movable? Is it actually connected? And especially with the plywoods or anything really, it might be cut through mostly, but then if the back's not cut, it sucks, because then you end up breaking it and all those things. So I did a few tests. I actually had to recut it a couple times, because even though and then once I had it cut through on one spot, it wasn't cutting on another. So anyway, after much trial and error, I figured out the settings, and then bam, look at this beautiful walnut Papel Picado style banner. So this is so cool, because what you can do is you can tie a string to this and have this be an all the time banner. You can have it up for an event. I really think that this would be beautiful in multicolor acrylic or white acrylic, because it would have that bright and vibrant, like, you know, Papel Picado look. But this is really cool to me. I think this was really cool because of the wood. And I even think that you could tile these together. I mean, this is just such a beautiful piece. And this is made with walnut plywood. You can leave it as is. You can spray on a glossy finish to it, a glossy acrylic sealer, which you can get on Amazon or at Walmart. Anyway, it was just a super easy, simple project. I love the idea, and not to mention, I love the idea that you can buy someone else's artwork so they get paid, and you can actually buy a commercial license. So if you guys want to buy this from me, or even what did I do with it? Where did it go? If you guys are interested in buying any of these pieces, I did buy commercial licenses for both of these, so I actually can mass produce these. Or if you want to go buy the files yourself, get a Glowforge, then you can sell these at your local craft fair, and the artist who made them gets paid, and they get recognition, and they, you know, get what they need, and then you can move your product, and you don't even have to be a fancy designer. It's one thing I love about the Glowforge. Of course, as always, I have a referral link down below if you don't have a Glowforge, and you would like one. If you don't have a Glowforge and you just enjoy these videos, I appreciate you being here. Please ring the bell, subscribe to my channel. I'm so close to 500 subscribers. It's not even funny. Why would it even be funny? Anyway, I'm very excited. I do videos like this about Glowforge. I also do lifestyle videos, and sometimes I just talk real talk, and not everybody likes that, but you know, it's the truth. I might have a video soon about my daughter's first birthday because it's my daughter and I care a lot. But anyway, I so appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here to my channel. The support that you've given me has allowed me to do so much, and everybody who's done my referral, I so thank you for the support. As you may know, I work for a nonprofit full-time, so extra income and the ability to do things I love to make extra income makes me feel so proud, and that is all because of you guys. So thank you so much for every time you like a video, you comment, and everything to raise my engagement. Okay, thanks so much. I'm gonna stop talking. Y'all have an awesome spooky season. If you want to see something else, someone wanted to see etched glass, that might be coming soon. I also have some Halloween costumes coming up. Ooh, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.